Hello and welcome along to the next episode of my camper conversion YouTube channel. So this video is part of a series converting a Mercedes mobility minibus into basically what's going to be a home on wheels. And today's video is going to be mounting the underslung water tanks. So I've got two tanks here. I've got a really large 250 litre freshwater tank and a 150 litre wastewater tank. I couldn't afford to go for a larger freshwater tank just because of the size of the vehicle, and at the back of the vehicle there used to be a wheelchair lift, and that wheelchair lift weighed in excess of 300, maybe 400 kilos. When I sold that, two big burly blokes came to pick it up and they couldn't even pick it up between them. They ended up having to walk it off the driveway. It was that heavy. So I'm not concerned about having the weight of these tanks at the back, because it's not as though they would be both full at the same time anyway. And even if they were, it would probably only then weigh the same as what the wheelchair lift did. So they're going to be getting secured to the actual beams that are running across the bus. This is what all of the seat rails were mounted to. And now's the perfect time to get the tanks mounted in place, just because there's no flooring in, so I've got perfect access right down into the full chassis. Now the tanks are going to be mounted underneath, and they're going to be basically strapped up against each chassis beam on each side of the bus. I would have preferred to get the fresh water directly in the middle, but I can't squeeze the wastewater tank in at the same time, having it mounted nicely and securely. This is going to be the best way forward, and even though there's going to be a little bit of weight on that side of the bus, when the bus is built, there's going to be the underslung gas tank on that side, and there's going to be over 100 kilos of batteries going on this side as well, so it's all going to even out by the time the actual conversion's fully built and fully complete. So I'm not even concerned about having a little bit of extra weight just to one side, because as I say, by the time the batteries are in, that's pretty much over half the weight of that, if that was ever full, and I don't even think I'd ever go around filling it up anyway. So mounting it anyway, to be doubly secure, I've got some U-shaped steel that's going to be threaded up to the chassis beams with threaded bar, locked in place with threaded lock nuts, and get the tank right up against the chassis beam. And then to be doubly secure, I've also got some thick banding strapping as well. So it's going to have the banding straps, a few straps going round, that'll be secured to the chassis beams, as well as the threaded bar with the steel support bars going across to support the weight of the tanks. So by the time these are in place, they are not going to move at all, which is the main safety concern. You do want to be sure, especially with this sort of weight, that it's not going to be able to move around, slosh about, this, that, the other. And that being that size tank, it is a baffled tank as well, so there's going to be no issues with the water sloshing around when you're moving around either. So as I say, that's the two tanks. Once these are in place, I'm going to be doing all the fixtures and fittings probably in another video. I've already got the water meters in, that will be covered in a different video as well. As I say, this is just going to be a case of getting them mounted in and having a look like, seeing what they look like when they're all in place. So I'll get some safety gear out, some tools out, get cracked on. Right, so as you can see, that's the tank now mounted onto the actual straps themselves. So as I say, once these are now secured up, this is just a loose fitting just to get it onto the actual brackets. Now they're on, as I say, I'm going to be using washers with nylon nuts to be sure that they're not going to go anywhere, and it's just going to get raised up and up, all the way up to the point where it's actually up against this beam really tightly, so then it won't be able to go anywhere, and then it's still going to get some of the banding strap all the way around it as well, just to be doubly sure. But it's coming along. It's a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be, because this is quite a big hefty tank and I am doing this on my own as well. But I'm managing, so we'll crack on, we'll get this secured a bit further up, then we'll get the banding strap on, then we'll rinse and repeat for the waste. Right, and there we go, there are both the freshwater and the wastewater tanks, both fully mounted. Now they both have securing braces underneath on the threaded bars, so there's 2 bars going across on each tank, and then they've also got banding strapping as well, just for additional better safe than sorry measures. The freshwater tank's got 4 banding straps, as you can see, going off onto each corner, and that's going to stop any sort of sway or movement. As I said, it's a baffled tank anyway, so there shouldn't really be a lot of sloshing about inside the tank. But just to be sure, just to be safe, and because it has the potential to hold up to 250 kilos, as I say, it's got the braces and the banding straps as well. Now the waste tank, that's not quite so big, that's only 150 litres, so waste wise that would be 150 kilos of weight. But again, it's got 2 of the straps, the supporting bars going across again. And again, that's got 3 banding straps, 1 going lengthways and 2 going across on the width as well. Again, just for extra stability, extra security more than anything else. So I'll cover all the plumbing and pipework in another video. I'm going to have to get all the flooring in place first before I do that. And there's still a few more bits and bobs I need to do in between that and getting the flooring in as well. So I'll say at least that's one of the main jobs that was going to be a lot more awkward to do if I'd waited until after the flooring was down. As I say, trying to mount these after the flooring was in place would be a real pain. So that's why I figured now's the best time to get in, get them all in place, and then it's just a case of going to be running some pipe work up and through and poking up the flooring when it's in. So I hope you found this video useful. I'll take you round and show you the underside just to show you all the strapping and the bars underneath as well. So that's the underside of the tank. So as you can see, it's got the 2 supporting bars going full width, and then right through the middle of the baffle, that's where all of the 4 banding straps are as well. And it's pretty much the same on the waist as well. It's just a bit more awkward to get around that side as well, but you can probably make out the 2 supporting bars with the banding straps underneath. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, do give the video a good old thumbs up. As I say, follow along with this conversion. One of the upcoming videos is going to be getting all the pipework in place and getting the water actually flowing, getting it all connected to a sewer flow pump, the water actuator, things like that. So there's plenty more videos to come in regards to the water, the waste, and the rest of the conversion as we go along. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Video thumbs up, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video of the series. Thanks for watching. Cheers.